All right, my name is Omar. We're here at Functional Core Fitness, and today we're covering exercise 7 of the Independence Through Movement series. All right, welcome back everyone. So, exercise 7, we are covering the portion of fall prevention. Now, last week we covered sit to stand. Now, today what we're covering is the step up. Now, why the step up? Well, not only step up, because what goes up has to come down. So we're stepping up and stepping down. Why is that important? Because at some point in your life and at some point in your day, you're going to come across some stairs. And going up and going down stairs can be scary if you are elderly or if you're rehabilitating from an injury. The one thing that I remember when I had surgery on my knee, I had 2 meniscus surgeries, one on each, not at the same time, just different times. But I remember when I was in my crutches, feeling so vulnerable. I was like, and then once I rehabilitated from my crutches to a cane to no cane, having to learn how to walk again, learning how to walk correctly with an injured knee, and having to get up and down the stairs could be very daunting, right? The one thing, and I mentioned rehabilitation, the one thing that I want to really emphasize in this video is the balance and the strength of not just one leg, but both legs. And what I mean is this. I have seen people when they walk downstairs or when they go upstairs, they will go one at a time. So which means one leg is doing all the work, decelerating, while the other one makes connection, and there's no trade-off. So today, when we cover this exercise, I want you to think what goes up has to be able to come back down. A lot of times people exercise going up, but they never practice the going down forward portion of the step-ups. So today, we're going to do the standing up and forward, going back down of the step-ups. I'm going to use 2 Eric's pads for steps. These are unstable environments, meaning they are very squishy. So this adds an additional intensity to the exercise. You can use stabilized steps. I'm on a mat, so I didn't want to put steps on a mat. So that's why I'm using the pads. All right, so the step up and the step down. What I'm going to do is this. When I step up, it's not just a matter of pushing my leg up or pulling my leg up. There's a little bit of momentum involved. And momentum, used properly, will assist you with the going up portion. And I mean this part. As I step up, right, notice how my opposite arm of the leg that's working swings up. That little momentum will assist me when I stand. What I don't want to do is use the same arm of the same leg going up. Right? Notice how I rotate my body. My arms and my legs counter each other when I walk. So when I walk, opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. That prevents me from spinning. So which means I don't walk same arm, same leg, because then I would be walking and kind of swinging my body. So the opposite arm, opposite leg creates balance. And that balance is going to help me stay balanced as I step up and transition my weight from the bottom leg to the top leg. So when I step, opposite arm, opposite leg. At the same time as I step, my back leg, I want to raise my heel up. As I raise my heel up, that allows me to transition my weight from the back leg to the front leg. So right now I paused. This is a photo position, right? Picture position, snapshot. If I don't move, the majority of my weight right now, even though I'm pushing off of the back leg, is in the front. I can raise my leg up because I've already transitioned my weight forward. And the transition comes from not the connection point, but as soon as I connect I roll my foot forward. And as I roll my foot forward, that transitions my weight to the front leg, which then makes my back leg light, which then allows me to stand back up. So that's the technique of the standing up. Boom. And now I've stood up. I'm now above the ground. Now I got to come back down. And how do I come back down? I'm going to come back down with the same leg, just to make it easy. As I come back down, I have to decelerate with this back leg or the leg that's back on top. So as I come down, right, I connect with the ball of my foot first, connect my heel second, and then slowly bend my knee as I land. Now, it's the transition of going forward. So I slowly come back down. I still do the opposite arm, opposite leg. I make connection first with the ball of my foot, not my heel. No, not the heel. The heel wasn't designed to absorb shock. So I ball of my foot. As soon as my foot touches, boom, right, the heel comes down second, and I slowly decelerate. So that's the step up to step down. So I stand up, transition my weight, boom. Then I come right back down and transition back down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one leg first. So in this case, right leg comes up, and then I'm going to come back down with the left leg because it was the driver behind me. That's how I remember it. Now there is no right way or wrong way. You can do however you want as long as you have the same amount of repetitions going up with one leg and the same amount of repetitions going down with the opposite leg or with the same leg. So make sure that both get work. If we don't have the strength to stand up, we are going to use our sticks, our stick mobility sticks. Arms out in front, I transition the weight. Now, I can stabilize on the ground and use 100% stability, but now I'm not practicing my opposite arm, my opposite leg. So what I would recommend is this. Once you pass this point here, the progression point will be here. When my sticks are in this position, this is called the runner's position. I'm going to do this runner's position because when I step, now there's my opposite arm and there's my opposite leg. And then I can now slowly have mobile sticks versus a stationary stick. So that's how we use the sticks to assist us. Right? So first, stationary, step, up, step, down. Or if we want to use mobile sticks, runner's position, opposite arm, opposite leg, come up, and then right back down. So that's how we use the sticks in the step up exercise. Now, the step up can be as small as you want or as big as you want. It's really up to you, but the mechanics have to be the same. When I lift my leg and when I drive and stand up, make sure that the knee doesn't buckle. If it buckles, then the structure of your base is now unstable. So make sure that your joints are in alignment. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please remember to train smart, train hard, and stay independent. We will see you next week.